Coming up on Mountain News this morning, mental health experts in our region continue to urge people to check on their mental health as our region continues to recover from flooding. And flood survivors here in eastern Kentucky look for the right time and the right way to rebuild their homes.
Dedicated to eastern and southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you. It is Friday. I'm Dakota Makris. It's just before 5 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us. And let's take it over to Brandon for a look at your forecast. And Brandon, what we're doing is we're playing Ring Around the Anchor. Or, you know, musical anchor.
That's right.
Goodness gracious. I don't know how you keep up with all the different names you got to say.
Listen, I don't know how many times I've almost said the wrong name, and I had to think about it this week. So, yeah, it's been an interesting week. But we're glad you're back, at least for this morning. And then we'll be back together next week.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get into it this morning. And a friend of mine posted on social media a little earlier. She's a meteorologist up in Dayton. Basically, the gif of the broken record. And that's basically what I feel like this morning. So, again, you know what we're going to start with. Fog. We're going to see more of that this morning. It's pretty dense out there in spots, low visibility. We're going to continue to see that. And then high pressure is continuing to dominate our forecast headlines as we head deeper into the day. Temperature's a bit warmer this morning, so that's good to see. 53 Clintwood, 52 Jonesville. Those are two of our cooler spots. But we have 62 right now in Jackson and in Ashland. So a lot of mid to upper 50s out there this morning. Dew points a little bit higher, but still comfortable. That's going to be the case all the way through the weekend. Even though the air temperatures are going to get warmer, those dew points are going to stay down. So maybe just a little bit extra closer to normal today than the maximum we needed on the coffee forecast, the out the door forecast. Mostly sunny after the fog, warmer. I think mid-80s will be our daytime high for this afternoon. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, we now know more about the 40th flood-related death. Governor Andy Beshear announced earlier this week. Pike County Coroner told WYMT 76-year-old Glendale Hall of Virgie died on September 2nd. Hall was helping repair a flooded bridge when he fell into the creek bed. And during Thursday's Team Kentucky news conference, the governor announced all 40 funerals have been paid for by the Team Eastern Kentucky Flood Relief Fund. Well, this means that Hall's funeral was one of the services covered by the fund. In total, the state has spent approximately $400,000 to pay for the funerals. Here's what the governor had to say.
As of today, 40 fatalities in 6 counties, 8 in Breathitt, 2 in Clay, 19 in Knott, 3 in Letcher, 7 in Perry, and 1 in Pike.
Well, the past 3 deaths did not happen during the flood, but were flood related. Officials stress caution and safety while cleanup efforts continue. And the governor also announced an additional 51 travel trailers have arrived in eastern Kentucky since September 7th. He said 371 people are being housed, and the 132 travel trailers are located across 7 state parks. Individuals needing emergency shelter and travel trailers can register online at governor.ky.gov/flood resources or by calling the number you see on your screen. And the governor announced people in Lee County are now eligible to receive disaster unemployment assistance. People can apply for benefits online at the Kentucky Career Center website or by calling 502-875-0442. The deadline to apply is October 10th. If you register for FEMA's help by September 28th deadline, well, what kind of help can you receive? FEMA officials say you could receive home repair assistance, replacement assistance for a primary residence that was destroyed by the disaster, reimbursement for out-of-pocket lodging costs because of damage, rental assistance, and help replacing personal property. Moving and storage expenses, transportation assistance, and funeral, medical, dental, and child care assistance are also covered. And while the floodwaters have receded, doctors say it is still important to listen to your body and stay safe during the flood cleanup. Dr. Ferris Cotter with ARH says it is important to pay attention to your physical health if you have been helping with flood cleanup anyway. If you're experiencing health problems such as itching, sneezing, running nose, or irritated eyes, you should go to the doctor. He also says if you have pre-existing health problems, do not overexert yourself. And taking care of your mental health is important as well. And for many people in our region right now, it seems hard to do. Dealing with the loss of a loved one, a friend, a home, valuables, or even feeling the hurt in the community can each take a mental and emotional toll on someone. Health experts say paying close attention to your mental health and the health of those around you is crucial right now.
In the aftermath of it, there are sequelae because of these traumatic events. And One of the most common thing is an acute stress reaction where you have flashbacks, you have nightmares, you have avoidance behaviors, you have changes in your mood.
Well, if you think you need help when it comes to your mental health, you can call or text the number 988 or reach out to someone online using 988lifeline.org. Many questions have surfaced since the flooding, a lot of them including how and when can flood survivors rebuild their homes. The Kentucky Division of Water took applications in Whitesburg yesterday for permits to live in floodplains. A lot of Eastern Kentuckians were living in a floodplain without a permit at first. Letcher County Judge Executive Terry Adams says that has caused confusion.
Not knowing what they need to do, and that whole process has been a struggle.
While there is no timeline for the updated floodplains, state and county officials recommend checking with the Kentucky Division of Water to see if you need a permit. Students across Kentucky are joining in the fight against food insecurity. The Christian Appalachian Project is hosting hunger walks in several areas yesterday, including Lexington. Local leaders joined students at Lexington Christian Academy, and they set a goal to raise 25,000 pounds of food. So far, they've collected 8,000. Dr. Scott Wells with LCA says he's grateful to be a part of a school that wants to help.
But it's always nice when we can gather as a family and literally walk and bring awareness to food insecurity. We don't realize at LCA that many of our neighbors, even here in Fayette County, have food insecurity issues. And so we are blessed beyond measure. And because we're blessed, we're called to give back.
Well, there was also a hunger walk in southern Kentucky Thursday morning. Students and community members in Rockcastle County joined the effort. Christian Appalachian Project estimates 1 in 5 children face food insecurity here in Appalachia. Well, thank you so much for getting your Friday morning started with us here on Mountain News This Morning. When we come back, a festival celebrating perhaps West Virginia's most famous legend makes a comeback after being on a 2-year hiatus because of COVID.
Mothman. The mercury will start to climb a little today as the sun keeps on shining into the last weekend of summer. Yes, you heard that right. I have the latest forecast in about 3 minutes.